Hello, boys and girls. How you doing? It's the morning after what was a difficult day for Burnley Football Club. Burnley 0, Palace 2, and that actually hurt more than I thought it would. In previous results, of course, we haven't performed really that well or had a good 15, 20 minutes, but the good length of the game, we've been just completely off the pace. But yesterday, that's not what we can really say. We can say that we actually played decently. At least a better performance. Now, is that because Palace let us have the ball and just waited for us to, self-sabotage? Maybe that's what they planned. But look, if you are going to stay up in Premier League, you got to beat Palace at home. And that's no disrespect to Palace, but there's not many beatable games in this division. There's a lot of very tough, difficult teams in this league. And, to give yourself a chance, you've got to beat Palace at home. You've got to beat Forest. You've got to beat these teams around you that even facing the bottom pack, so basically the Bournemouths, the Sheffield Uniteds, like they're fighting for their lives. So they kind of mid-pack in between the top 10 and the bottom 4 is where you are hoping for the best because they aren't fighting in the same way. It doesn't matter as much to them, or like you like to think so. So you've got to beat them. And, as I've said, or many people said that, look, I don't really mind if you lose, but if you lose while putting a shift in, fighting for the badge, running from first minute to 90th minute, then I can't really be that angry, right? And I'm not angry. I'm just, it just hurts a bit more because you feel like you deserve more. In the other games, you couldn't say that, really. We couldn't say that we deserve more other than Forest away. So, yeah, to lose in that manner yesterday, it felt damning, really. And on a personal level, I've kind of accepted it now. I would rather know now that we're probably going down than kind of just keep on dragging it on till May, April. I think I'm better with that understanding that, yeah, we're probably going down and we can move on from that. And look, the performance, we can go into it partially, but, we started very, very brightly. We pressed in a way that we haven't really seen for a while. We gave them no respect in the first 15, 20 minutes. We pressed high. We were suffocating them. We ran at them. Amdouni ran at them. Koleosho ran at them. Johan putting some good balls in the box. Vitinho staying wide and stretching the pitch. And it felt like, yeah, this is our day. This is when it clicks. And it did click to an extent. But the issue is the quality. The quality is just so far apart in comparison to the Championship. The gap is so large. And that's just simply where we're at. I don't think Company can be to blame for today's performance. In other games, you could say his tactics or his subs or whatever, that was to blame. But today, I can't blame Company. I think he set up the team in a way to win. He set up a winning performance. And due to freak mistakes that happened in both goals, we lost that game today. So I can't put the blame to Company for today. He even really held back making a sub until I believe like the 75th minute or something because he felt like he didn't want to change it because we were doing well. But it just didn't work. And sometimes you get that in football. Sometimes you get a game that you are probably the more dominant team, but you just don't get it to go your way. And that's fine. That happens. That's football. But right now, it's the worst time to happen because we need that to click. Sometimes you can stomach it, but right now, it's really tough. So then you look at the fixtures and you see, I got Arsenal away next. And we've gone through this 4 winnable game period. 3 in the League, 1 in the Cup, We got Brentford, Bournemouth, Everton, Palace. 4 games in a row. I mean, we've faced these tough teams. Fair enough, we have. This is it now. Let's see where we are really at. And we lost each one. 0 points. And we're out of the cup. And 3 of them, you would say, is a poor performance. Some may say even below poor. Today was, you would say, good. And again, I think Palace knew how to play against us. I think most teams do. We had all the possession in the world, but there's no point having possession if you can't do anything with it. And we made limited chances, really, with all that time on the ball. I can think of Johan with a good header from a Charlie Taylor cross that, instead of just trying to pass our way through, Taylor just said, just put it in the mixer. Sometimes you just need to do that. Just ask questions, and we did, and that was just wide. I can't think of too much in the first half, really. Koleosho, it wasn't a shot, but it was a great chance. Great ball over the top, great run. Koleosho, he runs. He's got so much energy to him, and he's vital for that. But he just, he's 19. He just hasn't got that complete end product yet. He's a young player. He's a good player. Honestly, he could be a great player. But right now, to rely on him to be our main creative asset is just, it's concerning because, again, he does make chances, but he also misses a lot as well. And today kind of shows that, I don't want to dig him out because he was their best player, really, when you think about it. Berger, I thought, was really good as well. I thought Johan was pretty good as well. I thought that, it made sense. Like, the performance made sense. The team made sense. The system made sense. Just didn't work. Just for a freak touch or a mishap at the back. And, Bayer, we all love him, but it's such a shame because you think that's just it's just another, nail on the confidence just sapping from our team. People will say that, he should have just cleared the ball out, but I don't. We've seen him do that and just pass the ball back to the keeper so many times this year or in the championship. That's how we play. He's not going to hoof the ball out in that situation. He's not. He's going to try and pass out from the back. He's going to try and go to the goalkeeper. That, you could say, is due to company. But we've seen us do that tons of times, hundreds of times. And it's just one of those times that it just... the fact that he got turned and then he just fell over. It was sad. Both goals yesterday, you can say the second one was because, we were pushing up and it's a 90th minute, whatever. But, both goals were our own mistakes. It's somewhat pathetic. Same as the 2 goals against Bournemouth and same as the goals for Everton, the last 2 especially. Brentford as well. That's why I'm kind of here thinking, okay, but for people wanting company out, what's going to happen? I don't see a manager getting much more out of the team because I just don't think the defence is that good, really. I think they're young, they're inexperienced, and there's always a mistake. And, all it takes is one mistake and you will get punished in this league. That's all it takes. And that's what's happening week after week after week. And you may say that's fault of company for wanting to play out expansively, sure. But that's kind of how all managers play. Some more than others, but every manager I can think of, other than, the old-fashioned ones like Dyche or Sam Allardyce wants to pass out from the back. People wanting Graham Potter, what do you think he's going to try to do with his players? He's going to try to pass out from the back and play expansive football. Most managers will. So... yeah, it did hurt. It did hurt a lot because it felt like that's it. Because even though we put in a good performance, it still didn't matter. We got Arsenal up next. If you're going to that game, then your season ticket should be refunded, money back given to you, and your season ticket next year is free. If you go to Arsenal away next week, then I will bow before you because you are a hero. And then we do have some, we have a chance after maybe. We do have a chance, we got West Ham at home. On paper, you think, okay, there's a chance. Sure, okay. And then there's, then there's Sheffield United. And then Wolves away. Then Brighton away, which is tough, but then Everton at home, Fulham. And I guess my kind of thought process is, at what stage? I can't see company being sacked. I can't see a world where Pace sacks him, no matter how bad it gets. I can't see it. The only way I can see it is if company walks. I just, if we do go down, then we just try to sell some of our sellable assets, because there is some. People will freak out and say, he spent 100 million, we're going down and we're going to go and everyone's going to be, it's the debt, and freaking don't freak out too much, lads. We've done this so many times. We'll sell some players for about, maybe recoup 20, 30, 40 million. I don't know. It'd be a good amount. It won't be the end of the world. And then we'll just go again in Championship. That's the worst case scenario. Are you really that upset if I was to say to you that next year we're back in Championship and then winning games again? Would you be upset? I wouldn't. I really wouldn't mind. I still want to stay up, of course, but I'm not too fussed either way. So it hurt, but there's still how many games left? 27. It's a long season. And the way I see it, we're down. But look, if we win 2 games on a bounce, then maybe I'll have hope again. But I'm not going to have any hope until we win and then maybe win again, just for my own mental state. So, yeah, uppercuts, I guess. Let's go.